where Ezekiel Elliott only rushed for 34 yards. He had 12 targets receiving for 6 receptions, 24 yards, and a rushing touchdown. And in my half-point PPR league, Ezekiel Elliott scored 14.80 points. I had Jerick McKinnon for San Francisco, who scored 15 points. And here's the kicker. Picking a defense this week, I looked at who's playing the Jets, right? String defenses, who's playing the Jets? And it was the Indianapolis Colts. And I get 26 points for my defense. Unheard of. 2 pick sixes, 3 interceptions, 2 sacks. Gotta love it. Big win yesterday in the Justice League, 170.50 to 104.18. And let's move on to week 3. How about the NFL undefeateds yesterday? The Patriots took on the Raiders in Foxborough, and the Patriots took advantage, took control, won the game. Bad game for Derek Carr. The Raiders, they'll bounce back. They got a good young nucleus. But yesterday, they were taken to school by the Patriots. I'll tell you something about Bill Belichick. Love him or hate him, he's going to be prepared every game. And yesterday, he showed his preparedness. He took the Raider tight end, who had caught 14 passes the week before, and turned him into nothing. Absolutely nothing. And when Waller didn't catch any passes, that just totally threw the Raider offense out of whack. So let's look at some more scores from yesterday. Again, the Patriots beat the Raiders. Cowboys lose to the Seahawks yesterday, week 3. Tonight it's Chiefs-Ravens, Monday Night Football. That ought to be a great game. 2 undefeated teams. The Dolphins on Thursday night beat the Jaguars. The Browns beat the Washington football team yesterday. Steelers go to 3-0. They beat the Texans, who are now 0-3. The Bengals and Eagles tie. Talk about a game of futility. They're both no wins, 2 losses, and 1 tie. The Giants improved to 2-1, even though they were decimated with injuries. They beat the They beat the Giants. The Giants are now 0-3. And look, the Cowboys are in first place in the NFC East with a 1-2 record. But the Giants are 0-3. They're tied with Washington, actually. Washington's 1-2, and the Eagles are 0-2-1. What used to be, arguably, the best conference in the NFL has turned into the worst. The Titans keep the Vikings winless. The Titans are now 3-0. They come back from way back. Win at Minnesota. It's their first 3-0 start since 2008. The Vikings are 0-3. The Bills had a big lead in Buffalo on the Rams. The Rams came back to take the lead. The Bills scored late to win 35-32. The Bills are undefeated. 3-0. The Rams are 2-1. The Bears are undefeated. They're 3-0. They did replace their quarterback Trubisky yesterday, midstream. Atlanta's 0-3 for the first time since 2007. The Panthers get their first win out on the West Coast yesterday. First win since week 9 of 2019. They beat the Chargers 21-16. Already told you the Colts win 36-7 over the winless Jets. Seahawks remain undefeated, 38-31 over the Cowboys. Buccaneers beat the Broncos in Denver, 28-10. The Buccaneers are 2-1. The Cardinals moved to 2-1, beat the Lions. The Lions beat the Cardinals, knocking the Cardinals from the undefeated ranks. Matt Prater for Detroit kicks a game-winning field goal as time expires. And last night, the Packers moved to 3-0. They beat the Saints, who are now 1-2. It was the Green Bay Packers' first win on the road versus the Saints since Week 16 of 1995. Wow. It's been 25 years since the Packers beat the Saints on the road. And they did it last night, 37-30 Sunday Night Football. So that's a look at the NFL tonight again, the Chiefs and Ravens. Fantasy baseball season ends. Congratulations to those of you who won your seasons. And now we get ready for the playoffs. I have a closing to go to this morning, so I'm going to be a little short. I'm going to try to go on the air tonight and do a deep dive with some other friends of mine who played fantasy with me this year, talking about the baseball playoffs. We'll try to do that probably around 8 o'clock if it works out for everyone. So keep your eye on that. Thank you for being with me this morning. Have a great Monday, and I'll see you, if not tonight, tomorrow, right back here on Arnie's Fantasy World of Sports on the Lenny Melnick Fantasy Sports Network.